calling all parents and teachers who have to put up with kids that hate school and hate homework. In this video, I'll share with you some positive discipline techniques to help you deal with kids that seem not to care. Hi, I'm Adriana, the creator of English is Fun. Welcome back to my channel where you could find tips and tricks for teachers. I've dropped a link down below, so make sure to join my community and stay in the loop. Okay, let's move on. Okay, you've heard this a million times. I hate school. I forgot my homework. I didn't do it because it's stupid. It's dumb. Who wants to go to school? For teachers, this can be a behavior that is really challenging because you feel like the kids don't respect you, they don't have esteem for you or for the subject that you teach. For parents, on the other hand, it may seem like your child genuinely is not interested in school. Now, when the kid is at the elementary school level, it's actually easy to believe that, well, yeah, maybe they do want to run around outside instead of sitting in a classroom all day. But that is an alibi. If you're watching this video, it means that what they're doing, what they're saying is getting on your nerves. And like all kids' behaviors, if it gets on your nerves, even just a tiny bit, there's usually more to it. But remember, what you don't like is the behavior and not the child. Most kids that seem not to care, and I do underline the word seem, are usually lacking in self-confidence. These kids are so used to failing at something, whether it be reading, writing, math, or simply just getting organized to do their homework efficiently. And I have a video all about that. If you're interested in that, check it out. But for these kids, pretending not to care and putting up this front is a lot easier than actually admitting that they can't do something or that they find something really difficult to do. Now, what starts off as a cognitive difficulty or a scholastic difficulty will touch the other spheres, shall we say, of the child's life. Now remember, children's development is so interconnected. The physical side, social, emotional, cognitive, it's all one. So what starts off as something cognitive will eventually contaminate their social and emotional life as well. Perhaps you remember all too well from your youth how cruel children can be with their teasing towards someone that is having difficulty or can't do something. So definitely for these kids, admitting that they're having problems in school is right there, setting them up for bullying, setting them up for embarrassment. They won't do it. So it's much easier to put up a front and pretend that they just don't care. Now, these are kids that after a while actually begin to feel that they are nobody, and it's our job to make them somebody. So here's what we could do. The first thing, talk to your kids. Find out what interests them, what they find difficult in certain tasks, what they would like to do. Also, remember not to reprimand them, but instead ask them what worries them because they don't know it. But actually, that's the big problem. They're worried about something. They're worried about failing or something else. Ask them and let them know that you're there and you're there to listen. Make sure you also point out all of the things that they do well. It's important that this child build self-esteem. They have to feel, these kids have to feel competent. And they will never build their self-esteem because you tell them they're so wonderful, they're so nice, they're so great. No, you also have to give them tasks where they can prove to themselves that they are worth it. So make sure to give them choices and give them tasks where they can succeed one step at a time. There are also some things that we shouldn't do. And the first thing is ignore these kids. These kids need our attention desperately. If we give up on them, we are just doing what they do with us. And we're definitely not just giving a bad example. We're also showing the child that he or she can give up on himself or herself. So we don't want to give up on them. We don't want to feel resentment. It's not about us. It's not about the subjects we teach. It's not. The attention is not here. The attention has to be on the child. So that's important. Don't resort to punishment with these kids because after a while they will just take it and you will not resolve anything. It's probably what you've been doing so far and it hasn't gotten you anywhere. So no punishment. That's not necessary. What these kids need is to believe in themselves. Every time they say they don't care, stop them right there and tell them that they do care. And that's why they're acting this way. And tell them also that you care and that you're willing to listen and you're willing to help them be the best that they can. Don't expect big improvements fast. For these kids are so used to failing that they will definitely not be ready to take a big plunge. It's much better to take tiny, tiny steps. No matter how small, every step is still a step in the right direction. So just stick to it and you won't regret it. Remember though, as with every bad behavior or behavior that we don't like, it's not about the child. It's about the behavior. And if we want them to change their behavior, we have to change ours. So if you're interested in knowing how I deal with kids that whine, make sure to check out this video right here. Thanks for watching. Bye.